We're creaking.
All right, we're rolling and creaking. What's going on, guys? It's Erica with Not Your Average EDC, and
I am Nicole.
And we are going to do a birthday special today. We're hoping that the creaking stops with the swing here. Yes. We wanted to get in a little dome and talk about knives, but it's Nicole Dodge's birthday today, so everyone, woo! Say happy birthday down in the comments.
Don't, it's cool.
Or don't, but you definitely should.
Wait, am I supposed to be looking that side or that side?
Right
Left
here.
side, okay.
Yeah, right there. The lens is there.
Gotcha.
Okay, guys, we're going to do something fun tonight. Like I said, it's Nicole's birthday. We didn't really get to celebrate today because we had to work, so we decided we'd make a video for you guys. And what we're going to do is we picked 3 knives from our collection that we really like, and we're going to show you guys. We're going to go back and forth and show them, and then pick one thing that we would change about each knife if we could change it. Now, some of these options do exist out there, and we just don't have them. And some of them I don't think exist at all. So we will mention if they exist or not, but let's hop right into it. There's no sip and flip tonight. Yeah. Let's just go. I'll go first.
Okay.
To start giving ideas. So.
I have ideas.
But maybe you don't.
Okay.
One of my favorite knives ever is the Benchmade Bug Out. I am obsessed with this knife. It is literally like my favorite slicey knife of all time. I am obsessed with everything about it. However, if I could have a Benchmade Bug Out in K390 steel, would that not be the coolest motherfucking shit ever?
So is that your new favorite steel
Yes,
now?
it is. Spoiler alert to the testing that's going on this month, K390 is my new favorite steel. Like, I don't even care that we're not all the way done with the review. Like, K390 is the fucking
what's
balls.
so great about it?
So, it's like every toothy steel that you've ever used, every tool steel on steroids. It is incredible. And the higher the heat treat, like in the Japanese stuff, the more stainless it is. So mine, like, barely has a patina. Not that I don't like patina, but it's honestly fairly resistant to staining for a tool steel. It's insanely toothy and holds an edge forever. So, like, if I could have a Bug Out in K390, that thing would shred for eternity. So, like, that would be my one thing that I would change. And obviously that doesn't exist. K390, I don't think we've ever seen that in a Benchmade model, but I would love to see K390 on a Bug Out. Nicole, what's yours?
I feel like that could happen.
Maybe.
They
maybe,
do a lot of
not.
different steels.
Yeah, but they don't do, I mean...
Do they do any tool steels?
Not really.
No? Okay.
Not really.
Oh.
That's more of a Spyderco thing. What's yours?
Okay, so I chose the Para 3. I love this knife a lot. The only thing I would change that I definitely could change is the steel. I got this from Indie Hammer 91.
Hi,
he
Eric.
Did a trade, and I love this knife, and I really wanted to try S110V, and now I'm deciding that it's like
shit.
No, I really don't mind it. It's just like so hard to sharpen, and yeah, I haven't even really noticed that it like lasts much longer than other softer steels too.
I don't think S110V is anything special at all. Nobody really likes it. Like, 10V is a whole different story. S110V is just like a waste of all of our time.
Yeah,
so, yeah, I don't blame you.
It takes longer to sharpen, and I'd rather have something that's like just quicker and easier to maintain.
And less chippy. Ugh.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, yeah, that's mine.
That's a good choice. That's absolutely a good choice. Which, by the way, I have a spare S45 VN blade that I will be giving her, so no worries. Hers will be cured.
Trade.
Yeah, hers will be cured soon.
Yep.
Okay, my second one, you guys know that this is like my favorite knife of all time, so this is not going to surprise you, but the Emerson Mini A100, absolutely incredible. If I could change one thing about this, though, guys, I'll be honest, I would do like a full flat grind on this, make it way thinner, and definitely choose a different steel. And I know that's technically like 2 things I would change, but like, let's pretend.
Why would you want it to be thinner? I thought you liked that it's hard use.
I do. Oh, I do. I love that it's hard use, but imagine if this was thinned out, like, just it would bring you into a new realm of capabilities, and like, yeah, you wouldn't be prying car doors open with it anymore, which is something you can do with this. Yeah. But it would just guide you in a different direction of using this knife. And here's the thing. It's not like I like the Emerson Mini A100 because you can pry a car door open with it. No. The reason I like it is the lack of ergonomics, and I have shouted that from the the top of the building for fucking years now. I'm obsessed with the lack of ergonomics on this knife. That's what made me fall in love with this. Not the fact that it's hard use and thick in a pry bar. It's the fact that it's shaped like a fucking stick, and there's nothing here telling you no. That's what I like. So if we had a thinner, like, user-friendly version of this that wasn't, like, as thick as a dick, I would be
Which would be helpful with your job anyway. Yes. Now that you're doing a job that involves more slicing than multi-tool needing to pry.
Exactly.
Then, I could see that being handy.
Imagine a thin mini A100 full flat ground in something like S45 or like Magna Cut or something. Like, cool. Would that not be cool, right? Just thin it all out. That would be a really sick mod.
I have no experience with Magna Cut yet.
I am entering the world of Magna Cut, and it's actually quite a fun one. If you get good shit. So I'm gonna be the worst best friend right now because I also chose the Mini A100 that you gave me. But the one thing that I would change is I would make some sort of choil or boundary so I'm not worried about my finger hitting the blade. That's illegal.
What?
That's the best part of the Mini A100 is the lack of ergonomics.
I thought you were saying it's actually illegal. I'm like,
oh dear God, what? No, Nicole Dodge, it's not actually illegal.
Okay.
Stop creaking. Stop creaking
keep moving. The swing is nice except the creaking.
Yes.
So no, I love the fact that it has no ergos and that it's very thin and nice, but I would add a little something because I'm constantly worried about like my hand slipping. And I noticed with myself that sometimes I like take out my knife super quickly. I want to cut a box and move on at work, and I just don't care about my grip so much. Like, I'm doing it as quick as possible, and I'm less worried about, like, you know, how I'm holding it and stuff. I don't pay attention to, like, gripping it tight, making sure it's not going to slip. I'd rather have something letting me know that it's not going to slip.
You just want a choil. You just want a little bit of a choil.
I do, a little bit. A tiny bit, and I don't want to change anything else.
That's so funny. See, I love that there's no choil on it. I am obsessed with the fact that
remember when I did cut myself on the Mini A100 because of that reason?
And you were literally showing me. She was showing me.
It was actually stupid. I was showing her that this could be a possibility of me cutting myself. And then I did.
That was funny. So. Okay, the last one I think is going to kind of surprise you guys because, like, I always talk about my 3 favorite knives, but these are, like, not my top 3 favorite. They're just 3 of my favorites. So the last one is weird, right? The Sage 5 Lightweight from Spyderco. That's strange. So I love this knife. I think it is just one of the coolest models that I've ever used. I love the length of the blade. I love the blade shape, the forward choil. Everything about this is so comfortable to me. However, I have also noticed it is very reminiscent of the Spyderco Manix, which is a knife that I have really wanted to love, and it's always been way too big for me. So hypothetically speaking, if they took the Sage 5 Lightweight and put the bolt action lock on it, that would essentially be a mini Manix, right? I mean, it's the same shape. It's literally the same shape, essentially.
Yeah, it does.
But it's shrunken down, and it's like a mini Manix. And if we had that little bolt action, if I could flip this closed like an Axis lock, this little guy, would that not be so cool? Like, I wouldn't change the steel. This is M4, and this is incredible. But I want a little bolt action lock on there. I think that would just be so cool. So, maybe a Sage 6 Spyderco, maybe, with a little bolty bolt.
Yeah, that's I don't know. I'm just not, like, something about the Sage.
Well, you and I have completely opposite tastes in knives. I know. There's nothing similar, really.
Well, a few similar things, but, yeah.
Yeah, in terms of, like, designs and models, we're not really that similar. And you like such small little goo-goo baby knives.
Well, I kind of need small knives because
you got small hands.
Yeah, small hands, small pockets.
Yeah, she wears girl pants, so
yeah.
All right, what's your last one?
All right, so the Lil Native.
The Lil Native.
The thing that I would change about this is that, like, I find it pretty useful and it's good. It's good for most tasks, except for the fact that, like, I feel like they take away from the blade length by adding this like 1/2 inch of they added a choil. So
Yes.
I want to gain a choil here and lose a
And
choil
lose
here.
one on that.
I would rather have more blade all the way down to the edge of the handle. Like, I don't want this to be any larger. I like the small size. I just want the actual cutting edge to go down to the edge. Like, why waste all this space? Because now it just shortens that length.
So, like, you know, now I'm kind of curious. Let's hold that up to, like, take your Para 3 out for a second. I just want to see how long the Lil Native is in comparison to the... Okay, so, like, the Para 3 has...
Like an
inch and a half or maybe 2 inches on it.
Yeah.
But the cutting length is clearly so different. So, like, I see what you're saying. Like, this does have the capability to have more cutting edge on it still in a tiny package. Like, it's just... They didn't utilize any of this area other than putting
exactly.
a choil.
Like, if they just moved... Like, if they want such a big finger trail, just move it down here.
Yeah.
And, like... Because it'll still fit my hand well enough being down there. Like, and just I have longer to cut.
And don't you motherfuckers go in the comments saying, well, she should just get a native. No, she's tried it. It's too big. We're literally talking about a little native.
Yeah, no, it's a little too big. Just a tiny bit too big for me. And that little bit does make a difference. Also, I don't like lockbacks.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just don't.
She's picky. She's picky.
Yeah, so I like the compression lock better.
Yeah, so guys, that was some of our favorite knives and things that we would change about them. Let us know down in the comments what your 3 favorite knives are and what you would change about them if you could. It doesn't have to be something that exists because most of ours really don't. But just let us know what you would change about them, what you like, what you dislike. We'll be, looking in the comments. Again, happy birthday to Nicole Dodge. We're going to be celebrating all week, especially on the weekend, which I will take you guys along for. I'm actually going to do some recording at Branch and Blade, the brewery that we go to.
It's like the best brewery we've ever been to.
They make beer smoothies and beer slushies. It literally
doesn't taste like a beer almost. It's like a thick, delicious.
Oh, it's so good.
And
I mean, they make classic, like, IPAs, double IPAs and stuff like that, too.
Oh, yeah, we go for the weird stuff.
Yeah.
I really like the stouts there and the sours.
Yeah. So I'm actually going to bring the camera and bring you guys along for Nicole's little birthday bash at the brewery. I will see you guys this weekend and maybe for a video tomorrow because I go into work late. But as always, guys, go, whoosh, use your shit, talk about knives, and I will see you on the next video. Love you all.
All right.
Bye!